This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye.
Sometimes the hardest part of therapy is just getting started.
For real, which is why having help that's flexible, accessible, and easy to fit into your life matters.
And that's exactly what Talkspace is designed for.
Talkspace therapy and psychiatry is covered by most insurers, and most insured members pay a copay of $0.
Part of the mission of Talkspace is to provide quality care that is accessible and affordable, whether or not you're insured.
Talkspace has really made it just a kind of no-brainer to try therapy. If you're nervous about talking to someone, if you're nervous about the money, if you're nervous about leaving the house, you don't have to deal with any of that. They have covered it. And for me, like, that is best way to get into therapy. Take all the what ifs out.
You know you got to do it.
You know you do.
As a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80.
That's SPACE80. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/MFM and enter promo code SPACE80. Goodbye.
New beginnings are exciting, especially when they come with 4 wheels.
If you're shopping for your next car, start your search with Cars.com.
Cars.com has the tools and expert advice to help you find exactly what you're looking for.
With more than 2 million new and used vehicles nationwide, it's easy to search, compare, and find the right fit for you.
Cars.com is there when you're dreaming, planning, or ready to embrace the new.
Start your search with Cars.com.
Where to next?
Goodbye.
Are we doing it?
Enough.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Ready? Okay. Were you a cheerleader?
Do I fucking look like I was a cheerleader? Were you? Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And looking back, I shouldn't have been. But if you start anything, Ready Okay is a great way to start. Ready Okay.
This is my favorite murder, the podcast.
Hey, cheerleaders.
Hey, cheerleaders and cheer don'ts.
And cheer, get your herkies on. It's time for your favorite true crime cheerleading podcast, My Favorite Murder.
It's time for the first 45 minutes of your first true crime podcast.
Where there's no true crime, a lot of personal issues. That's Georgia Hardstark.
That's Karen Kilgara.
And there's Stephen Ray Morris.
Hardstark Kilgara, we're calling him now.
Stephen Hardstark Kilgara.
Yeah, we've changed his name. Oh, Stephen, we legally changed your name.
Stephen.
Cool.
Stephen, we also enrolled you in a Montessori kindergarten just so we could get the experience of being hyphenate parents.
That's right.
Can I wash my feet?
Yes.
Georgia
Did you see someone
feet.
today on Twitter was like, Georgia, I found this at a library and you weren't wrong. And it's like a children's book called like, Can I Wash My Feet at Montessori?
No.
Or some fucking weird, like next level.
By Georgia Hardstark.
I quickly put it out just to prove you wrong. And it worked.
You self-published, which is awesome. Then
That's
you planted it in a library.
I was like, this murder, someone's going to look in here, a random murderino with a Twitter account.
Love it. Hi, everybody. Hi.
How are you? Should we?
Oh, yeah, this is a big day.
Yeah,
We've had
before
a
the
big
skippers
day.
start their thing of pressing the 15-second forward button 15 times, which I fucking do all the time in podcasts.
Yeah, how can you not?
I mean,
I feel like we're past the era of skippers, though. I feel like skippers must be gone entirely.
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine they stick around for the shit we talk about when it actually comes down to the cases.
They're skipping. They're skipping. They're skipping. They're skipping.
And now, still skipping. Continuing to skip.
I mean, we just talk about that. I guess it's a lot of shit we talk about later in the episode you wouldn't understand unless we talk about it. Unless you don't skip.
It's like Days of Our Lives. You will not know what's happening if you come in at the top of the show.
It's like choose your own adventure, but unless you don't want an adventure.
Right.
No.
Cowards.
Yours was better.
No. But what I was going to link it up to is screw the skippers, because this announcement is fire and lit.
Skippers, you don't even skip ahead right now. You don't get this.
You get nothing because guess what? We have a big surprise announcement for y'all.
We got our shit together.
Yeah.
After 2 fucking years of not knowing what we were doing.
I mean, yeah, and we're not alone in that. That's for sure.
Skippers know what we're talking about. We have a not a fan club, because that's narcissistic. We have a fan cult.
Where we control your every thought and movement.
We started a fan cult.
And we want you to join it, please, because if you want, and if you have $40, it's $40 a year.
$39.99. Save that penny.
That's true.
Pick it up
for shipping.
Put it in the shipping
all day long. You have good luck. But with that $40 off the top, you get a shirt and an enamel pin.
That's exclusive as fuck. Excuse me. It's exclusive as fuck.
Right.
I can't get anywhere else. And then also, like, the big deal about it is that you get first access to buying live show tickets.
That's right.
A bunch of other stuff. Like, we're going to make videos. There's like private chat rooms. It'll be like the Facebook group, but now they won't steal your information.
Well, we don't know about that. Like, we can't get no guarantees in this goddamn life. But we're going to post fan art so you guys can see all the stuff that you make that some people see on Instagram, some people see on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's all very haphazard.
And there'll be contests starting with, we're going to give the gal who came up with
our final segment title, which is fucking hooray.
We're going to give her a little something.
You get a prize. We're going to give you something.
We're just going to give shit away. It's just going to be a fun hangout.
I think in business they call it like it's a second tier rollout platform engagement, listener engagement.
Got it. Karen's
interactive.
Corporate. Karen's become corporate.
I'm wearing a blazer right now. It's so tight on my boobs.
I was going to say something, but
those things don't fit across an Irish back. I'm going to tell you.
Is there an Irish back?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a back in Irish?
Yeah, it's a real wide back because you have to carry bales of hay to thatch your roof.
Fuck.
This is literally from my 90s act.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I used to brag about having an Irish back in my stand-up comedy routine. Why did I never see you on Comedy Central, Karen? Because I wasn't very good at it. That's why.
Okay, as we just said about the fan cult thing, and listen, we're going to stop shilling to you in a fucking hot second.
That's right.
But so tomorrow, Friday the 13th, yes, we fucking planned this.
Yeah. For years.
For years and years. It's why we started this podcast. We're announcing our fall tour.
Yes.
Yay! We're going on another one.
We're just going to keep touring until you guys don't feel like doing it with us anymore, and then we will gracefully bow out. But until that time, we're going to try to come to all the cities people want us to come to.
That's right.
So find out if your town is a town we're going to come to on Friday.
Yeah. Until we're doing fucking cat cafes and no one's coming and the cats are leaving, then we're going to keep doing this.
I feel like if we can get 20 people together, it'll still be worth it.
Do you count cats as people? 4 cats, 1 person?
I'm not allowed to because I have dogs. But if you want to, you can submit the paperwork for me to change my mind.
Okay, so we're announcing the tour on myfavoritemurder.com, which is like redone in a beautiful brand new website that also has our brand new merch on it.
Yep.
There's a lot of new shit, guys. Okay, on Friday the 13th.
on that website.
Yeah, so check it out on Friday the 13th. And see if you're coming to our town. And then over the weekend, you can join the fan cult, which means you'll have first access. They'll give you a password and you'll have first access to the live show tickets.
On Monday morning. At
including
10 a.m.
VIP passes. So those might, sell out that way. And then on Wednesday, there's going to be, pre-sale with a password, which will give you
for anybody who's like, fuck you and your cult.
Which is fine.
You can't control my mind.
Yeah.
I don't have $40.
Right.
Why are you so elitist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, as the kids say, this podcast has blazered itself.
I think this podcast has ripped the back out of its own blazer.
Yes. They're cheap Mervyn's blazers. And needs to calm down.
I just had a flash of shopping Mervyn's. So anybody that's not from, I think it's California only.
Okay. I'm sure there's like equivalents at some place.
We'll hear about it. If Mervyn's was in your town, we'd like to know. But Petaluma had a Mervyn's, which is one of the only like larger stores in my town.
It's like a mini department store.
Right.
It's like a mini cheap department store.
It was almost like the original Target, but it didn't have cool things to buy. It just had like...
just department store stuff though, like a JCPenney.
Exactly. But almost like lower rent than JCPenney. Yeah. Like JCPenney was for the rich kids. We were over at Mervyn's. And that's where everybody in my school and town bought their first bra. So
I was going to say, I stole my first bra from Mervyn's.
We were just trying to pass the fucking time.
Dude, the most boring thing in the world was going shopping with your mom.
At Mervin's.
At Mervin's.
At Mervin's today.
I learned real quick that my mom would be like, come shopping with me. I'll buy you a lipstick or whatever. She'll buy me a little trinket, which is great. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, okay. But then I didn't realize that meant 4.5 hours of my mom in the fucking dressing room.
Yes.
Like 4.5 literal hours.
Of her trying stuff on?
Of her trying shit on. And a fucking MAC lipstick is not worth it.
So she would get that out of you when you were like more of a teen?
Teen. I think the last time it happened was when I was 16 and had a fucking nervous breakdown on the floor of the fucking changing room of like the beige changing room at like fucking Bloomies. What was it called?
Yeah, Bloomingdale's. Yeah.
Can't. Oh God, I'm sweating. I'm now sweating.
What's funny is with my mom, it was the inverse, where she would be like, you need a new blank for school or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we go to Close Time, which was actually down the strip mall from
where my
Mervin's.
mom worked. Close Time.
No, really?
She worked at the corporate office. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I told you about how she after a meeting jokingly kicked her leg up Close Time thing, but she was wearing a tight skirt and fucking flew out her legs from underneath her and landed on her fucking ass in a corporate office.
Did people go crazy laughing?
I don't know. She was so
I can't see Janet handling that well. I love her, but she's a very formal lady. She's very always blown out.
She's good with like a I Love Lucy style guffaw,
I hope so.
What's it called?
A gaff?
A gaff.
A stunt fall?
I can hear our fucking amazing, awesome tour agent, Joe, yelling at how badly we're doing about promoting this.
Wait, are we still in that fucking promotion? We're done. Now we're talking about Close Time.
And there's new merch at myfavoritemurdermerch.com. That's it.
We said that.
We have Close Time.
Merch is a different thing. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's there too. But yeah. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I have a corrections corner.
Hold on. I'm telling my Close Time story. God.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Go.
Now I can't remember what it was. It was just that my mom would always be like, you can get a new thing. And that we would be in Close Time for 17 minutes because I had to look at every item on every rack because things didn't always look good on me. I had wide hips. I had a big butt, big boobs.
The fucking Irish back that I just learned about.
I had that fucking Irish back early where I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So I'd try things on. I'd be like, I want to wear plaid this and checkered that because it was the 80s. And everyone would be like, no.
Sales girls.
Truly after 15 minutes, my mom would be like, Karen, I've been at work all day. We have to go. And I'd be like,
you wanted this.
I can't shop this way. I can't find my Pat Benatar Love is a Battlefield outfit this way.
Right. And that's why you hate shopping today.
It is. I was truly scarred. I was reverse scarred from you.
I'll go with you shopping. I'm really good at, this is going to look great on you. Like, no, it's not. And you try it on and you're like, oh, you're right.
Okay. Can we make that plan in 3 months?
Sure.
Okay, great.
What's going to happen in 3 months?
Just personal stuff.
You're stopping your compulsion of ripping clothes to shreds in clothing
and slapping
stores.
Whoever's in the dressing room with me just to slap out.
She likes to bring a pair of scissors to clothing stores and just absolutely shredding everything around her, and she doesn't want me to know about it.
If I try something on and it has a weird bump or the buttons don't close, I'll just cut it up with large scissors. So it would be great if you could come with me and help me.
I'd love to.
Okay, awesome.
I'd love to. Corrections corner.
Corrections corner, please.
Just real quick. Remember how I kept yelling about, just call 911. Just call 911.
Oh, yeah.
All these people, all of these, probably one person who works at 911,
yes,
emergency services was like, can you please tell everyone not to call 911 for non-emergency things and instead to find their non-emergency police number?
Actually, not only is that a great point, program.
I have it. Yeah.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, please.
Program your non-emergency police station phone number into your phone.
That's right.
Says police, so you can hit it as fast as 911. Mm-hmm. But
you're not clogging up. Fuck. Have you ever called 911?
No. Wait, no, yes, I did. When the Gap that I worked at in San Francisco on Market Street got robbed, I had to call 911. I couldn't tell them what streets we were on. I couldn't give them a specific address. And basically what these guys did was just really fast shoplifting, and they pushed our security guard over as they left.
Aww.
So it was...
So grab and go kind of a thing.
It was a grab and go that it doesn't, I don't think, really count as a robbery in a major metropolitan city. Mm-hmm. So they were kind of like, yeah, I guess call us back if... like call us back.
If you remember if they had a knife or something.
Exactly. It wasn't really a true emergency.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
I've called on like car accidents.
Oh.
And maybe a couple, a girl I lived with. This is not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I lived with like 5 girls one time when I was like 20, and one of them locked herself in the bathroom and proceeded to have a seizure.
Oh no.
I'm like, yeah, it's not funny. Why am I laughing? It's pretty crazy.
Maybe it stresses you out to tell me, a person who has seizures, about that story.
Yeah, or maybe I'm traumatized from it. But everything was fine.
But you didn't see it?
She was fine.
It was bad?
No.
Was there a bloody mess?
No. She was fine.
My thing is, I'm always afraid. Yeah, you can't, that's a thing that happens.
She
like
was embarrassed and wanted to hide it.
Exactly.
We could all tell. And
Yeah.
had to like kick the door down. And
So she's like, can I please privately slam my head against the tile? Yeah. I don't want to seem ugly in front of my friends. That also happens when people are choking. People always, if they start choking, they get up from the table and go to the bathroom.
Shut up.
Which you should not do. If you're choking, stay around people so someone can give you the Heimlich maneuver.
I'm so scared of choking. Have you ever eaten something alone and then you're like, the way I just laughed when I was chewing, I should have choked on that and died. No?
I don't think a lot when I'm eating alone. It's a blur. There's a lot of noises and light crying.
Speaking of being alone, this is my other thing I wanted to tell you.
Okay.
Okay, this is what's wrong with me, and I feel like this is a safe space. Everyone listening has been there. I'm listening again to the audiobook of I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara because I can't fucking get enough of it.
Yep.
And I'm listening to it as I fall asleep at night.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. As I don't fall asleep at night, I should say. So like last week, I'm trying to fall asleep listening to it, which is like the woman's voice who reads it's like really it's really soothing and monotone. But the writing is so deep and you're like in it and I can imagine everything. And so I'm like imagining someone breaking in and how they would do it, which is really, I don't want to challenge anyone, but it's kind of fucking hard in this apartment, right?
No.
And I'm laying next to Vince, who's sleeping. And then I remember that he's leaving the next day for 4 fucking nights. And I'm going to be alone doing this.
Oh,
So the next day I texted my dad and I, a 37-year-old woman, had my daddy fucking stay at my house while my husband was out of town.
Did
I was
you
so scared.
really?
Yes.
That's incredible. Well, that's a testament to how amazing that book is written. But you know what's really funny, and you'll feel less alone? My sister's best friend, Adrian, who's like my sister, who has been a listener since episode 1. And then I found out she was a murderino. Like we both were like, wait, what? And we've known each other for 20,
She's awesome.
well, now 40 years. Good God. But she called me specifically to say, I'm halfway through I'll Be Gone in the Dark, and I am freaking out. She goes, Karen, I have read every true crime book there is. She goes, I've never given a single shit.
Nope.
I've plowed through all of Ann Rule. I've done it all. She goes, I don't understand what's happening. I'm laying awake at night. I am scared shitless. I can't stop thinking about how fucked up this guy was. She's like, do you think he's still alive? Like we were having this conversation where she's the coolest, most.
Well, she's in Northern California too.
That's right.
That would scare the shit out of me.
But he's down here if he's alive.
You think so?
Yes, for sure.
Why?
Because that's the last place he killed.
I keep going through my head being like, go through your head of jobs and what would he be that would make sense of why he was in those specific cities. So I keep going through jobs and I keep going through like, maybe he was a teacher, maybe he was a teaching assistant, maybe he was a pilot because there was an Air Force base in Irvine when I was a kid, like, which comes up in the book.
And because there was also one, where, like, I think in Carmichael, right?
Or Goleta, too. There was, like, read the book. My God.
So crazy.
Listen to it. I feel
like everybody has.
Yeah, we're all
I
done.
thought you were Steven just turned his notebook over, and I thought he was holding up, like, a cue card.
That's called Will Be Gone in the Dark. He's like, you got the fucking name wrong.
You assholes.
You are so stupid. What if it just said, they caught him?
They caught him, guys. It's happening right now.
Georgia, it was your dad.
Georgia. You invited him into your house. No, but it is such a good book. It's like, and what I said to Adrian is because she is so good at boiling it down. There's no extra writing. But also it's not sparse. It's just the most concentrated, boiled down. Here's how it happened. Here's this experience for people. And it's all that stuff, which I feel like part of this true crime wave that's just happening to everybody right now is because this is my personal theory, because it's all about the monsters hiding in plain view as like the wolves in sheep's clothing. I'm obsessed with that thing where we are now starting to see our government crack apart. Like people who claim to be on one side, claim to be on the other, but in truth, they're bought by somebody and you don't even understand.
They have no
moral compass.
None.
Just sociopaths at large where everyone's going, oh no, it can't be this way.
Yeah.
Like, and that is not partisan. That's like, I feel like there's a different level of something happening where people are starting to culturally, publicly acknowledge that we have people, men and women in our society that are true monsters that do not seem like anything at all.
Yeah.
They speak in low tones. They look very pretty or attractive.
They say the right things.
Yep. They make you feel great. Nothing about it. It's that Anne Rule, Ted Bundy thing.
Totally.
You cannot see them coming, and it's the scariest fucking thing in the world.
Well, it's the same thing with Anne Rule that Michelle McNamara has, where it's like, well, she's one of us. Like, I want to, when I finish listening to it, I want to go have coffee with her and talk about it. She's just she's herself, just so, and you can tell how, like, the book, she describes how obsessed she is, and I totally fucking get it. We totally get it.
Remember in the book when she talks about getting that big, crazy amount of files that they've kind of like snuck out of the building? One of my last conversations with her, she told me about getting the mother load. It was at a patent show I was on. She was in the dressing room and she was like, we just got this thing. And I just remember it was a very brief conversation. And also I want to say this. It's not like she and I were best friends.
Yeah.
I don't want to try to portray that as we had some amazing relationship. I just knew her. Yeah. We had this conversation. I just remember her like total excitement, but also it was this thing of like now we have 30 times more information.
Yeah.
Like, and now we're really going to start to get into something. It was so fucking nutso.
When I was listening, there's a 3-part podcast called I'll Be Gone in the Dark that talks about how the book was made by everyone, kind of key players in it. It's really good. And for a moment I was like, I know he doesn't know me, but I wonder if Patton kept those boxes and if I could have one of them. Just one.
Yeah.
I just want one.
Yeah. I wonder if Billy Jensen has them or
the kid.
One of the researchers.
He's the best.
The researcher we called the kid.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
What else do you have?
This is very important. We found this out from people
and Steven?
on Twitter. No, Steven and I have started a band.
Small foreign faction.
Yes. No, this got sent to us as a story, I believe today on Twitter.
I haven't seen it.
And it's so amazing. So of course, on the minisodes, we've read a bunch of stories about people finding things in walls. That's been a whole conversation, that we've been having. Then there was that story that came through that's incredibly tragic of a woman who fell into her wall and then her body was discovered years later. That story came through. A lot of people sent it to us. We didn't really talk about it because it's just pure tragedy.
Totally.
And it's such a suffocating, terrible feeling.
Literally.
But then this one came through today.
Okay.
The headline of this story.
Oh no.
Mystery monkey mummy surfaces in Dayton's demolition.
No. Whoever wrote that fucking, what is it called?
Alliteration?
No. Yeah, but also what do they call them?
The headline?
Yeah. That's not what I meant, but then you said, I'm like, yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay, let me read this to you.
Okay.
So this happened in Minnesota. Okay. Minnesotans long knew Dayton's as a store with just about everything. And it's proving even more so. Oh no. Tim Nelson wrote this, by the way. So Tim,
hi, Tim.
You're just doing a great job. We're only 2 sentences in. It's proving even more so as crews demolish the interior of the iconic downtown Minneapolis store for redevelopment. The latest, a dead monkey.
What?
Quote, we don't know a lot about this monkey, but I can say that there was a monkey found during renovation.
What?
We continue to find a lot of pieces of history like this in the Dayton's project as we redevelop the building.
What's historical about a monkey?
Unfortunately, this was one of the recent discoveries. Cruz had previously discovered a wallet long ago stolen from an employee in 1969 and found during demolition of a wall.
Oh, that's fun.
A demolition worker submitted a photo of the dead monkey to the Facebook group Old Minneapolis. So go join that.
So a bunch of like old ladies who were like, oh, it's on old Minneapolis. Ah!
They're trying to enter stuff on Facebook. Like, how does this work? That was a robot grandma. I don't know why I said it like that. And longtime customers, employees respond with tales of pet shop on the store's 8th floor and a monkey that went missing in the 60s.
Can you imagine how depressing a 1960s fucking pet shop on the 8th floor of a department store it was?
Imagine you're in a department store, like Mervyn style,
Yeah.
but it's the 60s and they're like, oh, you can buy a monkey there too. Do you need a bra? Do you need some plates?
No, it's happy. It loves department stores.
It loves a cage. It just loves 2 feet of room. We really don't know the story or the origin behind this find. There are a lot of ideas and theories right now, but none that we can say we understand to be true.
I bet they're funny.
Oh, wait. Interestingly, Robbinsdale Mayor Reagan Murphy says he may know the riddle of the monkey.
Ooh.
My dad once stole a monkey from a Dayton's display back in the 60s.
What?
They decided to bring it back after it shat all over my dad's friend's bedroom while they were at school. It says the word shat in this newspaper article.
Explain my face right now.
Georgia's baffled.
Horrified confusion, I would call it.
Yeah, that's right. You just don't know what's going on. They returned it by letting it loose in the store. This is probably that monkey.
He just outed his dad so hard.
It's hilarious. And now they're having a huge influx of leasing inquiries. Congratulations, everybody, at the Dayton's renovation. That's the best fucking story of all time.
I am baffled, and I love it.
I wonder if it's shat all over that room, they released it in the store. The manager gets there the next morning. It's shat all over the store. He takes the monkey, he strangles it with his own hands, sticks it in the wall.
I don't think that... Can a man overpower a monkey?
No.
Scratch his fucking eyes out.
Monkeys are 10 times more powerful than people.
Second question. Why is he in a display? Don't put live animals in a display and a fucking pet store on the 6th floor, everyone.
Yeah, but remember when like Melanie Griffith's mother, Tippi Hedren, had her own tiger?
Yep.
There was weird shit going on in like the 60s and 70s
for
with people
sure.
and like exotic pets that couldn't actually be controlled.
For sure.
Goodbye, everybody.
Let's go we're going to go look it up. See you later. Don't laugh into your coffee mug. Don't laugh into your KCRW coffee mug.
Now it's a horse. Click clock, click clock.
Karen turned into a demon horse.
Click clock, click clock.
Listen, I look and listen. I put some extra oxygen in the air for us tonight, so we get a little wacky.
Hi, everybody.
Who goes first tonight, Steven? On this lovely, hot evening.
Steve?
Shit, I don't know either, Steven.
I think I went first last time, didn't I?
Yeah,
Well, last week was
Skylight.
Skylight Books All Be Gone in the Dark event.
Well, I had to talk first.
you talked the most. I was like, I am not joining in. 100% no.
That kind of sucked because Pat and I have known each other since we were 23.
Jesus.
So,
And you're what now, 30?
Yep. Can you tell by my extremely large neck that I'm only in my early 30s?
Yeah. So I was letting you guys do it.
I mean,
plus I was sitting
what
there with
choice
the
did you have?
between the two of you, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I used to go watch you guys fucking perform when I was 20 at Largo on Fairfax, and just be like, oh my god, like I'm not gonna add anything to this conversation.
As if we'd let you. I mean, if anyone's ever hung out with comics, you know that it is like an elbow throwing verbal joust.
And it's not whatever I have to say is not worth that skinny little elbow of mine. So wait, so either we can do who wants to go first, or we can try to remember who went first the week before. What would you rather do? What would you rather do?
I don't care. I honestly don't care.
I want to go first.
Do it.
Can I?
Yeah, of course.
Just because.
Yeah.
Look.
Listen.
I had a can and a half of sparkling wine, so I can tell a story still.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Karen.
Can and a half of sparkling wine.
Classy as fuck.
As fuck.
That's whom I am.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you, because I have to tell you something.
Okay.
You were right about something.
You know what? Can we just sit in that for 1 second?
I knew you'd want to.
It doesn't happen that often. Just hearing the words. Okay, thanks.
Karen, you were 100% right.
Woo.
The Alienist is a good show.
Yes.
You were right. It's fucking great. I have 2 episodes left. I can't wait, but I love it. That's what I watched while Vince was out of town.
So good, right?
It's so good.
Because it's giving you enough of your true crime or your crime.
Yeah.
That wasn't true, I don't think. Maybe based on true, but also there's like the visuals of that show.
Gorgeous. And fucking Fanning Dakota.
She's nailing it.
Nailing it.
Do you think she puts drops in her eyes to make her pupils be cartoonishly large like that?
I wonder if it's the lighting guy.
Maybe.
Lighting human. It doesn't have to be a guy.
That's right.
Well, it is based on true shit. Because here's how I know. They went and did something and I was like, what is that thing they're talking about? Looked it up. This is the story of the Boston boy fiend, Jesse Pomeroy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm going there. What's wrong?
I didn't do this, guys?
I didn't. Did you?
No, I looked it up, and you did the smiley face.
No. Tell it into the... Okay, so Karen and I... Hold on.
Steven tried to go off mic with this.
Because he's like, I don't want to fucking throw... Because so Karen and I both today apparently had to text Steven to go, did we do this already?
Let's hear it.
Well, no,
It doesn't matter anyway.
I know it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, the visuals I sent, because I think you originally wanted to do this, and then you didn't.
Because it's
And then
horrible.
Because it's horrible.
And the final visuals were the giggler and the smiley face killer.
And it doesn't matter too because the episode we posted from Boston isn't this one.
Right.
So it's only to those people in Boston in the audience who are turning this off right now.
Okay, great. But they wouldn't, because now it's your turn to tell the story. This is almost like what is it?
The
Kurosawa
Twilight Zone
movie.
Wait, so at the show you did do the...
Do you think you did this?
You did the smiley face
all I
killer,
know,
right?
no. I mean, anything's possible, you guys. All I know is I know the Jesse Pomeroy picture where he's got one
Yeah, I think
goosey
you did
eye.
it.
But I could have just looked at it. I do that kind of thing where I'm like, look at that weird illustration of a bad boy killer in the end.
I
So
remember, but I was so deep into this by then. It was 5 o'clock.
I want to hear it all.
Okay.
I want to hear you tell it to me.
Because I don't remember it, so.
Perfect, because I don't either, except for the eye. Okay, go.
Except for the eye. You know this photo, this drawing, it's not a photo. It's a drawing of a boy who's got like a milky weird eye. He's like looks 12 or 13 in the photo.
Okay.
This is what we're talking about.
Yep.
This is Jesse Harding Pomeroy. He was born into a lower middle class family in one of the worst slums of South Boston at the time in the late 1800s. Charlestown. Had to look it up. So I didn't say Charleston.
Oh,
Charlestown.
good one.
Massachusetts. It's the oldest neighborhood in Boston.
Oh.
So Jesse is born on November 29th, 1859. Let's fucking go back there.
That's all the way back.
That's way far back. He's the second of 2 children. His dad, Thomas, is a fucking asshole and a veteran of the Civil War. Drinks, has a horrible temper. He beats Jesse with a horsewhip or a leather belt all the time, often making him strip completely before he beats him.
That's not good. Can I just say this, though?
Yeah.
I heard that the Civil War was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
It fucks your brain up.
if he was a survivor, like was a veteran, fucking got through it,
Saw some shit.
he saw some deep, dark, doctor sawing people's legs off style shit. Okay.
Saw some shit, and beating your kid wasn't like crazy back in the day.
Beating your kid in 1859 was a form of self-expression.
Yeah, if you didn't do it, you were being soft on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Ruth Ann Snowman was his mother. She was a seamstress. She adored Jesse. And throughout all of this shit going on, she never fucking wavered on her thinking on defending him.
Oh.
But come on,
Okay.
lady.
Well, sometimes denial's helpful.
That's true. Okay. So he had been a sick baby, left him kind of... There's all these different accounts of what... Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you I found that the most times about what was wrong with him.
Okay.
Because there's so many accounts. It said that he was sick as a baby, which left him scrawny and frail. But it also said that he had a large body, oversized body, huge fucking head. His dome was like banana size, like so large. Had some large, like weird features. I just watched the Andre the Giant documentary last night. So I'm like picturing his hand holding a fucking beer bottle.
When it looks like a Barbie toy in a big hand.
Bless his heart.
How sad would it be if you had a huge body, but you were still scrawny?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Maybe his head was normal size and his body was scrawny, so it looked like he had a giant head.
Maybe he was a gray alien. Anyway.
Maybe he was a psychopath. Scrawny and frail. It's reported that, quote, many people, according to some accounts, including his father, it said, could barely look at him without a shudder because his right eye, maybe due to illness or a reaction to a smallpox vaccine, one thing says about an accident. It's just hard to tell. Ooh. I'm sure a historian's yelling at me right now. He had a thick white film covering his pupil. So he had one white, milky, like marble eye.
Got it.
Might have had a cleft palate.
I just want to say really quick, that just made me think of Jimmy Pardo and his smile train. You know, Jimmy Pardo on Never Not Funny podcast. He does all this, like, every year he does the podcast-a-thon and he raises all this money for Smile Train. And Smile Train goes out and gives anybody that can't afford the surgery to fix it, they go fix them.
That's the most gorgeous thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's very, very cool.
It's very sweet.
Okay, sorry. Just wanted to say that.
No.
Slightly positive thing.
Can you just every page add in a fucking a positive thing, please? Because this is a really depressing story.
This is a bad one.
Yeah, but I'm doing it.
Okay, do it.
So everyone said that there was something wrong with Jesse, that he wasn't quite right. He got bullied and teased a lot at school. A neighbor said that at 5 years old, and here's where I lose all fucking sympathy, Jesse stabbed a cat and threw it in the river.
Oh.
Goodbye.
If he had a bad eye and a cleft palate, he had a shitty time at school.
It's in South
every single
Boston,
goddamn day.
I agree. You're right. Every day in South fucking Boston, he got teased mercilessly.
Shitty.
Yes.
This was back when bullying was
again, like beating your children.
Celebrated.
Yeah. This isn't the way it is now.
Yeah.
So, and pets also disappeared from their home all the time.
That's a bad sign.
Mm-hmm. He was a loner. He never played or really spoke with other children in the neighborhood. Maybe because they fucking bullied him.
Maybe because they were assholes.
Yeah. He preferred to spend his time alone reading dime novels. His favorite was a series based on a man named Simon Girty. He was a renegade white dude amongst the Shawnee Indians, and they all went on frontier settler massacres in the 1780s, and they made a fucking like serial dime store novels about this dude. Yeah.
He was on Native American side.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like massacred.
Shit.
Yeah. Which is like something they talk about in The Alienist.
That's exactly right.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Oh, so they took pieces.
They must have.
Awesome.
Off of this. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
And the stories are full of blood and sex and gore and wars and battle and crazy shit. And this little kid is reading this stuff. So it's like video games now. Like, did it do it or did it not? We don't know.
Or us with Stephen King. I mean,
right.
I read Stephen King way too young.
Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't real. It was like campy and kind of...
I wish someone had told me that.
Oh, shit, Karen.
Wait, so you
didn't know cars can't talk?
I've been trying to light shit on fire with my eyes for years.
I know. That's why you get headaches.
My dad actually used to say that when I would get mad. He'd go, "Don't give me those fire starter eyes."
Oh, shit. Okay, so Jesse's first reported attack took place in the Boston suburb of Chelsea, which was across the river from where they lived. He goes over to Chelsea. Jesse had just turned 12 years old.
Oof.
He's a fucking baby.
He's a baby.
It's around Christmas time of 1871. And Jesse somehow entices a small boy named Billy Payne to come with him to a remote area. And as soon as they're alone, and don't worry, I don't get too detailed.
Okay.
Jesse forces the child to take off all his clothes, just like his fucking dad does. And then he ties him up and takes a rope and flogs the child. The kid, once he's, and then Jesse leaves. Once the kid is found, he's too traumatized to give police a good description of who attacked him. God. I think just said he was a teenager or something like that, because he was tall and looked old for his age. 2 months later, and this is so crazy because it's such a quick succession of attacks.
Yeah.
2 months later, in February of 1872, Jesse led 7-year-old Tracy Hayden to the same area, promising that they were going to, quote, see the soldiers, because that's where they fought. He repeated his first assault on Tracy, as well as on his next victim in May of 1872, 8-year-old Robert Mayer, who he lured away by promising him a trip to see the circus. In this attack, the boy said that that the assailant, who he couldn't describe, sexually pleasured himself while inflicting his beating.
Ugh.
And he achieved sexual satisfaction at the height of the boy's suffering.
God, he's so young to be doing that.
Something is going on at home or other places.
Some bad stuff.
Like I feel like it takes years for people to equate pain and sex.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that happens when kids are older in their teens and 20s because it takes so fucking long to get to that place where your brain is like, these are the things that turn me on and make me come.
Except for if your dad is stripping you and beating you.
Well, it's that your dad is stripping you and beating you so often that it happened by the time he was 12.
Yeah.
So I'm not telling myself something was going on his entire fucking life to get him there.
Yeah. It's so dark.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm doing it. It does look like Stephen keeps holding up a fucking a fucking cue card for us.
It literally looks like in the corner of our eye, it looks like Stephen's like 30 seconds, 30 seconds to commercial.
Yeah.
I think it's because I upgraded my notebook to be a lot bigger.
Oh, so it
Sorry,
looks
that's
like...
Well, let's write some messages on there. No, that's fine.
Tell me anything. Just right. You're doing great, George. No one is horrified by this. No one's going to stop listening to this podcast because of this story.
This is actually what people listen for.
Oh, great. Okay. Great. Not great. However, okay. So then he took off, left the boy alive. So keeping with his 60 to 90 day cycle, Jesse then, in mid-July of 1872, lures 7-year-old Johnny Balk to the outhouse on the Powderhorn Hill in Boston, with this promise of 2 bits for running an errand. So it's like, come on over here.
2 bits.
2 bits. Don't know how much that is. The assault was similar to the previous ones. The boy was stripped, bound, whipped, and beaten until Jesse achieved orgasm. Then he said he'd kill the boy if he ever told anyone, and he got the fuck out of there. The public starts going bananas. They flip out. They start calling him the mysterious boy fiend. The police are under pressure to capture him, but they didn't have very much of a description to go on other than the attacker was a teenage boy with brown hair. That's all they fucking had.
Wow.
Yeah. So like all the teenage boys got rounded up and they were like parading them in front of the victims and they couldn't identify any of them. The city of Chelsea offers a $1,000 reward and the police launch an investigation. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The attacks stop at this point, just for a little while, in late July, possibly due to turmoil in the Pomeroy house when Jesse's father takes off and leaves Ruth to provide for herself and her sons. There's like not information about why he left or what, but kind of good riddance.
Yeah,
right?
for real.
But it could also be... So they end up moving, and that could be because the dad left, but it could also be because there was a description of the, quote, boy torturer in the paper, and she possibly read it, recognized it as her son, and was like, we're getting the fuck out of town. This neighborhood.
And this was long ago enough that if your description got put in the paper and you left town and just moved like a neighborhood over, no one would find you.
And no one knew you.
Yes.
At the next neighborhood.
Yeah.
Totally. It's not like, what's that app we have where we can talk to our neighbors about weird shit in the neighborhood?
Fucking Nextdoor.
Do you love it?
My neighborhood, it's filled with paranoid lunatic retirees who are like, who's stealing the oranges off my tree? It's insanity. I read, laugh, and delete them every single day.
Well, this wasn't happening.
Okay.
Then. So Ruth rents a small storefront in South Boston for her dressmaking shop. She opens a dressmaking shop. In August of 1872, the 3 of them, the mom and sons, move to a flat across the street from the shop. And the boys help out in the shop. And the move coincides almost exactly with the end of the Chelsea attacks and the beginning of the South Boston attacks. So... yeah.
And this is where Marky Mark comes into this story.
That's right. I dare you to do an accent right now.
That's all I can do.
That was the best anyone's ever done.
I don't understand the Boston accent. I can't do it. And I can't hear it in my head. I don't get it.
I had it when I was trying to get Charlestown, but it's gone and I won't try it.
Okay.
On August 17th, 1872, 7-year-old George Pratt was wandering around South Boston shoreline looking for treasure.
Treasure?
Little boy looking for treasure.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
I ruined that word for you.
That's okay.
When he was approached by an older boy who offered him 25 cents to help him run an errand. Jesse binds and tortures the boy, and this time, it starts to escalate at this point.
Okay.
He bites chunks of flesh from the boy's body and also stabs him with needles.
Fuck.
I know. And this kid's 12 who's doing this. Less than a month later, Jesse kidnaps and assaults a 6-year-old boy named Harry Austin, stripped and beaten like his previous victims. But this time it escalates. He takes out his pocket knife and stabs the child under each arm. I guess it wasn't a deep stab. And he goes to try to castrate the boy, but gets that someone comes by just at that moment and he runs off.
Good God. Thank God.
I know, right? Then 6 days after this, so this is a fucking fiend. This person is mad.
He's a sexual psychopath.
That's right. At 12 doing these things.
Horrible.
6 days after Austin was attacked, Jesse lures Joseph Kennedy, who was 7, into the marshes near the bay and viciously beats him. Like Austin, attacked with a knife. And Jesse forces the boy to kneel and recite the Lord's Prayer, but with obscenities, which is such a childish, weird thing to do.
You know what's funny is when you first started talking about this, I was like, I wonder if this guy's Catholic. This boy's Catholic.
I wonder, maybe something was going on in his home, not just with his dad, obviously, but in his school or at church.
Some creepy priest somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as people want to think you're born this way, you're born evil, it's not a thing.
I mean, if he's a sociopath, he wouldn't care if he's hurting people, but it does.
Yeah, but you don't become you're not born a sociopath. You become a sociopath.
No, I think you're born a sociopath.
Is it nature or nurture? Let's decide right now.
Let's debate it. Let's debate it. Woo!
Let us know what you guys think, please. In a forum on the My Favorite Murder fan cult. Let's all scream at each other about nature versus nurture.
Constantly cross-promoting and selling.
That's right.
Also, real quick, I have you can buy detergent from Amway from me if you just DM me. I'll sell you some detergent.
Great. Boop, 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 boop. Good lead. Okay. 6 days later, the fact that he thought that reciting the Lord's Prayer but with obscenities was part of the torture shows what a child he was and how off his understanding of, I don't know.
I have to say,
to me.
When you just said that fact, it kind of made my heart race a little bit.
Oh, because it's you're gonna get
you can't fucking say
the boy
swears during the Lord's Prayer.
The boy refused to do it.
Yes. Yeah, that's very that's so taboo. It's like a consecrated. That's not the right word, but it's a holy thing. It's like you're talking to God. So it's like you're saying "fuck you, God."
Oh no,
which is not allowed in 1860, whatever.
Can you sample that track of Karen saying "fuck you, God" and just put a fucking hard techno beat and then send it to her school that she went to, her Catholic school she went to?
Vibrations. Fuck you, God.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. This is not funny. Okay,
no, it's not.
6 days later, 5-year-old.
It's actually stressing me out.
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay?
I mean, because it's bad. It's bad.
I know.
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
Stressing in a good way.
6 days later, a 5-year-old boy named Robert Gould was found lashed to a post near railroad tracks in South Boston and he told about an older boy who lured him to the remote area with a promise to see soldiers. And then when they were alone, the boy stripped him and beat him and slashed him. And this kid, Robert, was finally able to give the police their first good lead in the case after all these victims. He described his attacker as a large boy with an eye like a white marble.
Oh, okay. I wonder why none of these other boys, he must have hid it from them somehow.
I think they were really traumatized too.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't think they could talk about it, maybe?
Yeah.
Who knows?
So horrible.
The Boston police, okay, so then they're like, great. They fucking conduct a classroom by classroom search of the Boston school system. They even go to Jesse's fucking school, but somehow they didn't see him. And then for an unknown reason, maybe guilt, maybe toying with them, who the fuck knows? Maybe he was 12 and wasn't thinking the way we think. On his way home from school that day, Jesse walks into the South Boston police station where detectives are sitting and questioning the victim, Joe Kennedy. Joe spots Jesse from across the room, and in the meantime, Jesse's like, for some reason, like, bad idea, and is like fucking crab walking out of there.
Yeah.
But fucking Joe Kennedy is like, that's fucking him, and starts yelling at that's him. And so the police grab him.
Okay.
A few other victims were able to identify Jesse as their attacker, including one from the Chelsea neighborhood who exclaimed, "That's the boy who cut me."
Shit.
Later that night, during questioning, he confesses to all the crimes, and but he later recants all of that. But he is arrested, and due to his age, he's sentenced to the state reform school at Westboro for the term of his minority, 6 years.
Oh.
So he's 12 years old, and they're like, you did all this horrible stuff. You're going to a reformatory school.
Okay.
That's it.
The end.
No. Unfortunately. Do you want it to be?
No.
Jesse is a star inmate. He applies himself to his studies, but of course he's bullied by the other children. And his mother is like, hell fucking no, he didn't do it. And she hardcore petitions for his parole. And it's confirmed before he even spent 2 years there. So Jesse, he's now 13, is quietly paroled into his mother's custody on February 6, 1874.
These pieces of the story are coming back to me. Like the thing in the police station where I'm like, I think I did do this at a live show.
I think you did.
But my brain is such that it's also a very new experience where I'm like, he did not get parole.
Did you do it at New York? In New York?
I don't fucking know. Who cares? Let's just talk.
I know. Let's just talk. That's what our podcast is called
That's
now.
what it's about.
Let's just talk.
We love talking.
Okay, so he's paroled. And then on April 22nd, 1874. All right. This gets bummer.
Okay.
Time. I mean, not that it hasn't been. Two boys playing in the marshes between South Boston and near South Boston.
Say it.
Savin Hill.
Spell it.
Savin.
Oh.
Savin?
Savin or Savin.
Savin Hill.
Or a third option that we could never anticipate.
That's not spelled the way it sounds.
Right. Or, yeah, it's seven. Okay, go ahead.
They discover the body of a young boy lying on his back in the mud.
Oh.
I know.
So little boys find a dead little boy?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Police are summoned and the boy is identified as Horace Millen of South Boston. He's 4 years old. I know. I'm sorry. His throat's been cut and his body had numerous stab wounds, around 33 total.
Whoa.
He'd also been sexually mutilated. Fucking poor little Escalation.
Yeah.
Police found footprints nearby that led back to a wharf a half a mile away. And there, they follow the fucking footprints and they're like, hey, anyone around here see anything this morning? And a bunch of witnesses recall a young teenager walking around with Horace. The two boys, the teenager and Horace, then jump from the wharf. The older boy helps his little companion down. And then he takes the older boy's hand and together they walk away across the marshes towards where Horace's body had been found.
Awful.
I know.
And also very Mary Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Mary Bell is always mentioned in this kind of, in his articles.
Yeah, it's that same thing. And she was being basically sexually tortured at home.
Totally. There's no way he wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, even just what his dad was doing to him, it was way more than that.
Yes.
Not that that's an excuse. This is horrible.
No.
Okay, here we go.
All bad.
Okay. This time, because of his record, though, the police fucking were like, we know who did this. They arrest Jesse at his home where they found blood on his clothes, scratches on his skin, and the sole of his boots matched the imprints left on the sand. And there was also marsh mud on his boots. And so when the police confronted him and asked him if he'd done it, he replied, I suppose so.
Oh.
Nonplussed. I suppose so.
Ugh.
His only request was that the police not tell his mother of the latest crime. So I think his mom was like crazy, probably religious and overprotective of him.
Yeah.
And, that made him crazy too.
She also, I bet, maybe had some guilt because the dad was so awful.
Right. There's no way to
theories.
correctly parent a child. I'm sorry to tell you guys. Georgia with parenting advice. Look, I
She
have 3
has
cats.
cats.
That equals 1 child, right?
Yeah.
That's what we agreed upon.
One silent child.
That's what we agreed on. A few days later, though, he takes back his confession, denies any wrongdoing, etc. So he's waiting trial. He's sitting in fucking jail waiting trial. And Ruth Pomeroy, his mommy fucking dearest, she continues to voraciously insist Jesse's innocent. She's forced to close her dress shop a month after Jesse's arrest. And because the public was pissed the fuck off, probably.
Yeah.
And her shop's now vacant. Hi, how are you doing? Her shop's now vacant. I'm going to give you a clue. It's not a monkey that they find.
Oh, no.
Okay. Shop's vacant. It's rented out by the owner of a nearby grocery store. He starts renovations. Don't do that. Do it, though. In late July, a worker knocking down a wall in the cellar notices some bright fabric sticking out of a pile of ashes and rubbish. He reaches down and gives it a pull, and a child's skull rolls out.
Ugh. And the scream could be heard 4 blocks away.
For decades.
Ay.
The police were summoned. They're not called.
They are summoned.
They're not, because there's no phones.
The police have a long letter written to them that they received 2 months later.
Tin can is held up with a string. And police are like,
A line of children yelled down the street in what's that called?
telephone?
Telephone
No,
formation.
it's not called that, though.
Yeah, when you whisper into people's ears.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as a telephone, so it's not called that.
Shit. Is this pre-telephone days?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Someone, a telephone person, email
A telephone scientist, we'd love to hear from you.
Is that a thing? Email us. There's going to be some person. Actually, I am a telephone scientist, and you're correct. Like, it's going to be some sweet email.
It's going to be,
Not what we deserve.
My name's Jan Edison, and my great-grandfather was Thomas Edison.
Do you want a tour of the... Because everyone who emails us is nice. Like, we don't deserve how nice everyone is to us.
No one attacks us.
Never.
Everyone's like, we think you're great.
We get what you meant.
And we forgive your stupidity. Here's the facts that you should be saying.
Oh, God, we're so lucky. Okay. But police are pretty sure who the skeleton belongs to. Because earlier that year, on March 18th, just 6 weeks after Jesse got out of that reformatory before his first murder of Horace, 9-year-old Katie Curran had disappeared while running an errand in the neighborhood of the dress shop. The cops had searched the entire neighborhood, including the Pomeroy store, but stopped searching when another kid in the neighborhood told them that they'd seen a girl matching Katie's description get into a buggy with a strange man.
Oh.
Plus, they were like, Jesse likes boys, so...
Oh, right. It's not his MO.
Right. So, but Katie's mother identifies the clothes that they found as Katie's, and an angry crowd gathers around the block. So they take Mrs. Pomeroy and Charles, the brother, into custody for their safety.
Yeah.
They end up being there for like 6 fucking weeks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because people are just like, they've had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they need to be witnesses in the trial, too. Jesse confesses to Katie's murder. He tells the chief of police that Katie had gone out that morning to buy a school supply thing, but had gone into Pomeroy store by mistake. She had asked Jesse if they had one. He was manning the counter alone. Remember how she was like, you guys got to work here?
Yeah.
He lied and told her there was a store downstairs. And then he said that when she went downstairs, quote, I followed her, put my left arm about her neck, and my hand over her mouth. And with my knife in my right hand, I cut her throat. I then dragged her to and behind the water closet and put some stones and ashes on the body. So fucking crazy.
It's so bad. And it is reminding me of The Alienist. Like,
yeah.
It's so parallel. It's amazing.
Well, they go and interview him, remember, in his solitary confinement to try to find the killer in the show. That's
right.
Remember, that's why
when
I found
he's on that chain and oh my God.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Guys, watch it. that Katie's body did show signs that he had done more to her than he said. There had also been stab wounds and mutilation, much like the Millen kid. Later, when asked at an inquest why he'd done it, Jesse said, "I don't know. I couldn't help it. It's here," said, pointing to his head. "It is here," he said, while he pointed at his head.
You said that twice because
I said
to underline it.
It's here, and that's not a quote. It is here, which is so awkward. Okay.
That's how people talk back then.
I know.
Especially in Boston.
Very
Boston.
proper. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. In December, Jesse's tried for the Millen murder, and people are like, how the fuck did this happen? I guess this was not a normal thing. There had never been a boy serial killer before. He's the first fucking one in America. They wanted to know why he committed such atrocities. Tons of experts were hired, and they all hypothesized what was wrong with him. But
also, like, it's crows. Back then, no one knew what the fuck was going on.
It's the telephone, and that person was a witch and got drowned.
That's right.
There's no such thing as
gas lamps they're trying to put into our homes.
Exactly. There's no such thing as telephones. You're a witch. They ultimately, though, didn't think he was insane, just evil, and had no feelings for his victims and felt no remorse for any of his acts, which we all know that now. Come on. And Ruth continues to fucking be like, he's innocent. And she was even like, Katie's body was put in the cellar after she left the store by someone else to like frame her kid. She just wouldn't fucking buy it.
Honey.
I know, sweetie. The jury convicts Jesse on first-degree murder with a recommendation of mercy because of his age. So they could have recommended death by hanging, but they were like, he's fucking 14 at this point.
God.
And so, but then the judge was like, nope. I sentenced him to be fucking hanged.
Yep.
Hanged. Everyone freaked out and was like, you can't hang a child. And so eventually his sentence is commuted to life in solitary confinement.
Oh,
yeah. So on September 7th, 1876, just 3 months shy of his 17th birthday. Okay, I was wrong about the age. Just 3 months shy of his 17th birthday, Jesse was taken to the state prison at Charlestown, where for the next 16 years, he lived in a 10 by 8 by 8 cell built in 1805 to house the insane. So you can't imagine it was fucking choice digs.
In that TV show, it's awful. It's like a dungeon, basically.
Yeah, totally.
And he's so fucking scary. How about that fucking actor who I didn't even think until this very moment was an actor because he was so scary in that part.
Is he?
Who is he?
Who is he? Jesse Pomeroy.
Great job, fictional Jesse Pomeroy.
That's right. Okay, so he tries to escape all the time. Doesn't happen. But he also becomes a voracious reader, reads all 8,000 books in the prison library.
Whoa.
Which is like, you got time on your hand.
Yeah, that's right.
He learns French, German, Greek, Latin, all this other shit. And he becomes...
What? And then he becomes Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's also insanely tragic.
Isn't it?
Because if his fucking father left him alone, he could have been, in my theory, a sociopath who doesn't hurt people, but who was incredibly intelligent and then just kind of didn't care if he saw bad things happen.
Or it's like, too, that you think, like, if he hadn't had these oddities about him that kids didn't fucking mercilessly bully him about, he wouldn't have been so angry and have so much anger to get out on children that were smaller than him. You know, they took it out on him, whatever was going on in those kids' house. He took it out on smaller children.
Yeah. But the difference is, like, teasing and being mean is one thing, but what this guy did was, like, he's a psychopath.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, between home and school, though, he never had a moment of not being... Because they didn't just tease him. I'm sure they beat him up and shit. I'm not defending a fucking serial killer.
No, I know. But you are arguing nature versus nurture.
I am doubling up on my birth control tonight because I am never having fucking children.
Just take 2 extra. It'll be fine.
I do think nature versus nurture. I think nature and nurture, but I don't think you can have... All right. Anyways, you'll read about it in the forum.
just going to take this online and explain it to you. Why explain it on a podcast when you can go online and explain your
How many
theory?
semesters of psychology did I take at community college, do you suppose?
Did you do half and then drop out?
I probably took level 1 like 3 times and dropped out each time.
You heard that story of the guy that got this the fencing sword up his nose that touched his frontal lobe and
everyone loved that.
Lost his long-term memory or whatever.
Right, it was very fascinating. Phineas Gage. Okay.
Is that him?
Yeah. Okay. And he
Phineas Gage is the guy that had the full-on railroad tie in his head, though.
Wait, what were you talking about?
There's one guy that got a fencing sword.
Oh, I don't know.
That
This
went
one.
up his nose, touched his frontal lobe, and then every time you walked in the door, he'd be like, "Hi, good to see you," and then you'd leave, and 1 minute later, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, hi, good to see you."
That must have been level 2 because I don't know that guy. Karen, you must have gone further than me.
Well, also, I don't think we even have to say this anymore. Could be completely wrong about that.
But we aren't. Okay. Greek, Latin, etc. Oh, and he becomes obsessed with learning about law in an attempt to get himself the fuck out of prison.
Wow.
All this shit happens, but it never works, obviously. Later, a commission of 3 psychiatrists, maybe our fucking dude from The Alienists.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And a prison physician studied him. And in 1914, after he'd spent 38 years in solitary, they found him to be sane and intelligent, but a cold, paranoid manipulator, utterly obsessed with his pardon. So, the only person who visited him was his mother, who visited him every month until her death around 1915.
Wow.
And then in the late 1920s, Jesse was the state's oldest prisoner.
Whoa.
Which is like, and there's photos. There's like photographs of him. He looks like just an old man.
Yeah.
Because he was just an old
Right.
man. I wonder what would happen if they had let him out. He would have murdered
He would
people.
immediately go kill a child.
He and Albert Fish would be like, "What's
For
up?
real.
We're going to be roomies.
I've got your needles.
This is a fucking sitcom.
Yeah.
I've got your needles." Okay. Okay. In 1916, 41 years into his fucking sentence. So he's like double the time he was alive.
Yeah.
Or out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jesse's solitary confinement is lifted. He had spent the longest stretch in solitary confinement, second only to the Birdman of Alcatraz.
Oh, that's right.
The
Birdman or Alcatraz is a good movie, by the by.
I should watch it again.
Clint Eastwood, Alcatraz, San Francisco, birds. What more could you want?
Listen, we're offering you so much.
Look at that movie.
Okay, we're coming to an end here, guys. Calm down. In 1929.
Age 92.
And then he wrote books and shit too. And I'm going to read you one now.
Yes.
In 1929, 71-year-old Jesse Pomeroy is removed from the general population at Charlestown, taken by automobile, his first and only ever fucking automobile ride. He's taken by automobile.
Yep. To an auto meal.
To an automatic, Bridgewater Prison Farm for medical care. First only car ride. First time being outside the prison in about 55 fucking years.
Jesus.
And everyone was like, he seemed non-fucking plussed by it.
He just didn't give a shit.
Didn't give a shit. Which is like, fair enough. Your brain at that point has to be mush. 2 years later, after 58 years in prison, almost all of it spent in solitary confinement, Jesse Pomeroy, the boy fiend, dies at Bridgewater. He was dismissed in the press as, quote, the most friendless person in the world and, quote, a psychopath. His final wishes were that his body be cremated and his ashes, that's my brother's name, and his ashes scattered to the 4 winds.
Wow.
And that's the story of boy fiend Jesse Pomeroy.
Fuck.
Boston.
It is.
Sorry.
That is the most nutso story.
I know. I tried to do my best of not.
It was great.
Okay.
It was fresh and new for me.
I just wanted a
The
chance
Phineas
to tell
Gage
you.
of this podcast, where it's always a new story for me.
Jesus Christ.
I pull something out of my nose.
I just really wanted to tell you were right about the alienist. I kept going back to that. I'm like, why are you doing this story? It's so horrible. And it's like, Karen will like the start of it.
100%. I like the whole thing. But also because I feel like those are the stories I like to talk about the most because it's long ago. So we don't have to be as sad as we normally feel.
Right.
Even though it's awful. And then there's that interest of like the way things were set up. This was like probably right when like police forces began, or it's all that kind of stuff where everyone was learning. And I'm sure no one was going to go, oh yeah, a 12-year-old's killing these kids.
Sure.
Like no one there. I'm sure they were like, a wolf is loose in in Boston.
I mean, I didn't get into how fucking bananas the press went over this at the time. It was unprecedented. And I think stories like this and fucked up stories like the Candyman and shit are like important, because you can't just like, you have to, this exists and this is what happened. And you have to, I don't have to tell you exactly what he did to his victims, but it's a crazy fucking story and
it's a real thing that like, this is a human condition. Even though it's extreme and rare, this is something human beings can do. Yeah. Which people have been in denial about.
Right. Which is why we're obsessed with true crime, is that we can't believe that humans are capable of this. So we want to know as much as possible because we're so confounded by it. Yeah. And so you can't skip over the really, really worst ones, because those happen too. I mean, you can if you want.
People are tuning in for that shit. Nobody wants that. Everyone's like, tell me the worst, please.
Well, I was just thinking like all the people who are like, I have a baby, a boy, and I can't listen to this stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, I have 2 baby nephews. And I want to know about this shit. I'm fascinated. It horrifies me. We
all know babies. Quit bragging, everybody.
Oh, please put that on a shirt. We all know babies.
Look, quit holding your baby friendships over my head. I like what I like. Enough.
Oh, wow.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing with. They do the boho chic. There's mid-century. It's a little bit modern. It's something new. Like there's so many choices in there, and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
Mine is another one of these stories, interestingly, that's so famous. I had to contact, as we said, had to contact Stephen because I was like, how do we not do this yet?
Yeah.
And as I read it, I was like, I could hear your voice saying it.
Yeah,
so I was like, I could be making a huge mistake. It's the story of Issei Sagawa, the Japanese cannibal who walks free. Do you know?
I don't, and I know if I would have known if you'd done this.
Get ready
To fucking scream.
On the night of June 11th, 1981. By the way, Stephen helped me with most of this research with the chronology.
Thanks.
Today. Thank you, Stephen. But then I also watched the beginning of an amazing documentary from Channel 4, Britain's Channel 4, a channel that makes incredible documentaries for TV. And there was a really old one that they had made about this guy, and it was called Excuse Me for Living, which is the name of one of the books he ended up writing.
That's a great name.
Isn't it the best? But then when you find out what...
I don't want him to own it.
I know, it's so good. But it really goes crazy in depth on his side of things and kind of like whatever, his experience. But it's really, really fascinating and really well put together and very old. It looks like you're watching footage from like the 50s.
I love it. The older the better, because then they can't, like, shit doesn't get like clouded and facts don't get unfacted.
Yes.
Let me hear. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, cool. Also in this documentary, there's British people from what look like the 70s. Always a joy. There's people named Colin with wiry, crazy hair that's going over to one side.
The eyebrows.
Yes, there's a lot of eyebrow action, a lot of tweed.
Love it.
Highly recommend. Okay, so on the night of June 11th, 1981, 25-year-old Dutch student Renee Hartveld was studying at the Sorbonne in Paris, and she arrived at her classmate's flat thinking she was there to help him translate some German poetry for him.
Never trust a German poet.
Major.
There you go.
She met the small, quiet 32-year-old Japanese student in one of their classes that they had together. She noticed he was isolated at the French university. He seemed awkward. He was slightly odd. He was very small. He was 4'9".
Wow.
So she felt compassion. Him being alone in a foreign city, she could empathize with. So when a group of her classmates made dinner plans, she invited him along.
She's a sweet baby angel.
Right. They had a long conversation that night on a full range of topics. And overall, for everybody, it was a success. So soon after, he asked Renee for help translating the German poetry that he had been struggling with. So she went over to his apartment to work on it with him.
Go to a public place.
Well, she thought they'd already hung.
I know, but like,
They were
just
university.
saying, never.
Very small. She's like, he's pocket sized. There's no threat.
Public place.
So the first night she goes over to help him translate his German poetry, the night ends very abruptly and oddly. He sent her a letter saying, sorry about everything last night. Can you please come back over tonight? I really need this help, and I would really appreciate it. So she goes back over, and that's the night of June 11th.
Okay.
She feels like she gets that this guy might be uncomfortable, maybe uncomfortable around women, or whatever. So she's like, it's fine. She goes back over. She sits down at his desk, which leaves her with her back to the room. And as she is looking over the homework that he needs help with, he walks up behind her with a gun with a silencer on it and shoots her in the back of the head.
Holy shit.
He immediately faints.
Oh my God.
When he wakes up, he has sex with her corpse and then tries to eat her because it turned out he was not a awkward
4'9".
he was 4'9".
Oh.
But he was not a tiny powerless awkward little man. He had been planning to kill her for quite some time.
Oh my God.
Because he wanted to eat her flesh.
What?
The man's name was Issei Sagawa, and he had a lifelong obsession with cannibalism. He was born in 1949 to wealthy parents in Kobe, Japan. He was very premature, so premature that when his father held him for the first time, he held him in the palm of his hand.
Oh, gosh.
That tiny.
That's so sad.
Yeah. His strict but loving parents had another son 1 year later and raised them as twins because Issei was so small that he, being the older brother, looked like the younger brother. And as his brother grew up normally and fully, he was very skinny. He just was tiny. And he was very, very self-conscious of it from a very early age. Aren't we all so fucking conscious
everything
of our bodies at all times?
From a very early age.
I'm watching this documentary and I'm like, it would be great to be tiny, skinny, and 4'9". Isn't that always the fucking
We're
way?
all now, at this moment in time, just learning radical self-immolation. Acceptance. Excuse me. I've had 2 cans of fucking sparkling wine.
If we could just learn to spontaneously combust ourselves into the stratosphere.
Think of all the weight you would lose.
Think about the universe loving you if you were just particles on fire.
That's right.
Okay. So he is obsessed with the fact he repeatedly in these documentaries talks about himself being ugly, being tiny, and being skinny.
Right.
And also oddly, and they have home movie footage in this Channel 4 documentary of his uncle used to come to their house and they would put on a play where the uncle played a man-eating giant and the 2 little boys would play princes that the giant would then grab up, put into a pot and eat and cook alive and eat. And so
I have fucking chills.
Really?
That's creepy.
Yeah, you had to see it. And he, in the documentary, when he talks about it, kind of makes this face like, why did he do that?
Wait, they're interviewing him?
Yes, dude. Yes.
Okay, go on.
It's part of how disturbing this story is he basically becomes famous for being a sexual psychopath.
How have I never heard of this? Go on.
Okay. So he attributes that experience, but he also he became obsessed with this idea of man-eating giants, monsters that could eat men, human beings, the idea of eating human flesh, to the point where in first grade, he asked his teacher, about the moral repercussions of eating human flesh.
What?
Imagine those chills that you would get.
How old is a first grader?
7?
Okay. I'm looking at my 7-year-old nephew. Hey, Auntie Georgia.
What's your stance on eating other people?
If I wanted, I would be like, oh my God.
You'd be shaking. You'd be like, excuse me, I'll be back in 1 second.
Get away from me, Micah.
You'd pull a Clarice Starling and go, may I use your phone, please?
Oh my God, that was beautiful, Karen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He thought the reason he was so obsessed with it is that he thought that if he could eat other human beings, it would fill him out and make him bigger, stronger, he felt like he was only half there.
Oh God.
And that everybody else was fully formed.
Oh man.
So he got this idea and it became this obsession. If he could just consume someone else, it would fill him out and make him whole.
I mean, I think it's crazy and he's mentally ill, but I get from first grade on having this obsession.
Yeah, the logic of it.
Right.
Yes, for sure.
The logic of the crazy I fucking get.
Well,
because when I've been crazy and obsessed with a specific thing in my life many fucking times.
Yeah. Well, and to the point where, like, when you have body dysmorphia, where when you see yourself one way, you literally cannot see yourself any other way.
Everyone sees that.
And obsesses on it when, in fact, everyone's just obsessing about themselves.
Exactly.
But when you also have then some kind of a psychopathy, then that obsession you then don't get distracted by other things. You continue to obsess on it to the point where then you begin to fantasize about it. Oh. And so then when he moved into adolescence, the obsession and the fantasies, they became intertwined. The sexual aspect and the cannibalism became intertwined.
So this is level 3 of psychology.
I am pretending to know what I'm talking about to the point where I'm starting to believe it. And it feels
sounds great.
Fucking great. Yeah.
Sounds great.
It's a true victory for me tonight. Okay. So when he's 15, he actually it gets so bad, he reaches out to a psychiatrist and he explains that he is having sexual fantasies involving murder and cannibalism.
Wow.
And
oh my God.
he also tells them that it's focused on Western. They keep referring to them as Western women, but it's basically white women, tall, blonde, kind of Marilyn Monroe type women that are fully curvy and curvaceous, and that's what he's seeing is that would fill me up. That would make me whole.
Got it.
It's also symbolic. Once he spills the beans, he's too scared to go back. So he just never goes back again. And at one point, maybe a little later on, he also goes to his brother and confides in his brother that he wants to eat human flesh. And his brother's like, you fucking nut, and never talks about it again.
Isn't that great? Because I was going to be like, well, he's so crazy or like mentally ill, he doesn't know to go get help. But then he fucking did.
Yes.
Like when I am starting to obsess about a thing, I know to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Right.
He did that.
No, he did. He actually, and he was young too, which is really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're younger to be like, I'm going to get some professional involved
Probably
in any of this.
in the Japanese culture too.
Yes.
That can't be a big thing, right?
I don't know, but I'm saying yes, very authoritatively.
I bet someone will very nicely correct us.
Hopefully. Okay, so it's not until he's 23 and he's still living at his parents' house that he finally acts on these obsessions. A young German woman moved into the neighborhood and he sees her and he's like, this is my chance. He starts obsessing on her and he's obsessed with biting her butt.
Okay.
So one night he breaks into her apartment. He only has an umbrella in his hand. He's wearing a Frankenstein mask. But remember, he's 4'9".
That's scary.
It's horrifying. He goes into her room. She's asleep. And he's standing there trying to figure out what to do first. And his knee touches her leg and he wakes her up. So a tiny Frankenstein with an umbrella is standing next to her bed. She starts screaming. He freaks out. He goes to run away. She grabs him by the hands and wrestles him to the ground and calls the cops. So the cops come, they arrest him.
What the fuck?
On attempted rape charges. But then Issei's father is very rich and has a big, influential, fancy job. So the father pays off this German woman to drop the charges.
Oy.
So she takes the money and she's like, see you later, alligator. And nothing else happens.
Oy.
Except for they send him to a psychiatrist again.
Okay.
But like this time now the whole family knows.
Yeah.
He goes to the psychiatrist. The psychiatrist gets downloaded on all the shit that's going on with him. And the psychiatrist comes back and tells him or his parents or whatever that he is a sexual psychopath and extremely dangerous.
Oh my God.
They're like, thanks a million. And they do nothing.
Later days.
So 5 years later, in 1977, Issei moves to Paris to pursue his PhD in comparative literature at the Sorbonne.
I mean, I didn't graduate. I didn't finish community college. And I'm not a sexual sadist.
That's both of those things are true.
Yeah.
Two truths and a lie. Let's hear that lie.
That's crazy.
Well, also, he is clearly very high level intelligence.
Yeah.
So there's so much going on.
Okay. So I don't feel bad.
Yeah, don't feel bad at all. Okay. He's surrounded by, now he's in Paris though, surrounded by the objects of his sadistic, murderous fantasies. Everywhere he looks, there's these big, huge, comparatively Western women that he has been spending all of his young life in Japan obsessing over and thinking about and rarely seeing. Now he's fucking smack dab in the middle.
Oh, shit.
So, in 1979, he's of course still thinking about it. He's like, he wants to do it. He knows he has to. It's his obsession. Then in 1979, the American actress Jean Seberg commits suicide in her car in Paris. And it's right near his apartment. And so he sees that as a sign that now it's time to start committing, basically to make his fantasy come true.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So throughout that year, he started hiring sex workers to come back to his apartment, but he never had the guts to do anything out of control in any way that anybody reported or anybody knew about. But then one day, Renee Hardfelt walks into his classroom and he is immediately obsessed with her. He thinks she's beautiful. He starts drawing pictures of her and he begins to plan her murder, so that he can eat her.
Oh my God.
So we skip back to the night where he shoots her. He faints.
Poor babe.
When he comes to, rapes the corpse.
Oh.
Then he tries to tear her flesh with his teeth.
Oh my God.
But it doesn't work. He can't do it. So he leaves and he goes and buys a butcher knife.
What the fuck?
He comes back to his apartment and over the next 2 days, he cuts her up and cooks some of her flesh.
Oh my God.
And then on the night of June 12th, like basically 2 days later, he takes a cab carrying 2 big, huge, heavy suitcases to a place called Bois de Boulogne. I think I'm pronouncing
sounded
that right.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
It sounded right.
Boulogne. It's a public park, okay, in Paris that has a big lake. And his plan, it's 8:30 at night. His plan, he's going to take these 2 suitcases that have her cut up body parts in them and put them into the lake.
No, honey.
But he doesn't know that there's a restaurant lakeside.
Oh shit.
So as he is struggling with 2 huge heavy suitcases trying to pull them down to the lake, all these people witness him.
They're like eating their fucking chicken Diane. And they're like, look at
and
this
their French onion soup
tiny Japanese man.
and their baguettes.
That's right.
And they see a tiny Japanese man struggling with 2 suitcases to the point where he struggles for so long to get them down into the water. He finally gives up near the edge of the lake, lays down on a bench and goes to sleep. When he wakes up, he sees an old man opening one of the suitcases.
No.
When the old man sees what's inside, he starts screaming and Issei gets up and calmly walks away.
Holy shit.
And disappears.
How the fuck have I never heard of this banana story?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I have heard like large,
Swaths?
Yes. That's, it's because I was waving my hand over my
You
head.
were like doing a paintbrush.
I've swathed it, but I never knew these fucking nutso details.
Yeah.
So he just fucking hightails it out of there slowly, which just creeps me out.
Yeah.
So they basically, all those witnesses call the police. The police, they all say, yep, we saw a cab drop this guy off. He tried to do this, whatever. They find the cab driver. The cab driver is like, yeah, I assumed I was taking him to the train station because he had these 2 huge suitcases. And they're like, what's his address? So they go to his address. He's walking out as the police are walking up and he just immediately confesses to everything. So he's just arrested and taken in.
The fuck?
But then the police have to go up into his apartment. And what they find up there is the grisliest, grossest scene.
There's more?
Yes, because he had cut up her body. And so there was wrapped up body parts in his refrigerator. And there's cooked body parts on plates on his kitchen table, along with a plate of peas.
No.
Like, it was like he had set up this whole dinner and he had been like kind of, eating for days.
Oh my God.
So he is held in prison in Paris, but his rich father, gets him a high-powered attorney. He comes in front of the Judge Louis Brugiere, I think, accent aigu, and that judge declares that anybody who would prepare in advance to kill and eat someone could not be mentally sound. And so he believes that Sagawa is suffering from advanced dementia, and he orders him to be confined indefinitely to the Henri Collin Asylum for the criminally insane. There's no trial. So while he's in the asylum, Japanese writer Inihiko Yamota, hopefully, interviews him about these crimes and about his life. And they have a bunch of conversations, talk a bunch, and eventually they turn all of that into a biography about Sagawa called In the Fog. And when that biography comes out in Japan, it fucking sells out nationwide.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
But since no murder charge is ever brought against him in France, the French authorities end up deporting Sagawa back to Japan. And he's sent to a place called the Matsu Matsuzawa Hospital. His father's forced to resign from his high-powered job. His mother attempts suicide. So this, of course, is horrible for the family.
Sure.
But Issei is becoming a cult phenomenon. So when the book sells, people are fascinated, and they say that they think the theory is because Western women are just a kind of a conceptualized object over there, he became like an anti-hero.
Oh my God.
So it was like this thing of, it wasn't personal to anybody because none of these women looked like any of them. So it was just this kind of, it was just kind of the perfect objectification where people could just be fascinated by the grisly hideousness of the crime.
It was the murder of an idea, not an actual woman whose family was mourning her. It was like he wanted to murder this idea.
And with that, the media went berserk. And at one point, the magazine, it's a French magazine called Paris Match, and it publishes previously unseen shocking photos of Renee's dismembered corpse. It's such a scandal, a reporter actually gets arrested for it, and 1 million copies of the magazine are seized by the authorities.
Oh my God.
So they fucking go round that shit up.
Can you find it online?
No, I didn't look.
I didn't look.
I didn't look.
I would never.
Away.
I wouldn't look either.
Yeah.
I would never. Look.
You would. I saw the plate of peas in one of the documentaries, and I was like, I'm never going to get that plate of peas out of my head on that dinner table.
Sure.
That's plenty for me. But it was that, it was that kind of insane, media frenzy that kind of was making it popular and so well known. Well, then on August 12th, 1986, Sagawa is set free from the mental hospital that he was sent to due to lack of evidence against him, because the French authorities had all the evidence and they locked it up. And
they lock him up in Japan. It's not,
it doesn't. So basically he's got the juice to get him out.
Shit.
His family gets him out. 3 years later, a man in Japan abducts and kills 4 girls. This guy goes on a murder spree, and the media goes to Sagawa and asks him to weigh in on the killer. And from there, he starts to become a media celebrity. He starts becoming a columnist for newspapers. He writes, after In the Fog, which was his first book, he writes 18 more books about himself, cannibalism, his murder, all of it.
You got to be a psychopath if you can write 18 fucking books, man.
For real.
I'm not like joking about writing books. Like, that's crazy.
No, and also all about himself. So crazy self-obsession. He also appears on television shows and begins to work the lecture circuit.
No.
Yeah. Eventually, and this is the part where I watched the Channel 4 documentary, and then there was another documentary from 2007, and I think it was also a British one from Channel 5. But I might just be saying that because the other one was from Channel 4. But that also interviewed him, and much older, and he started starring in porno. Sadomasochistic porn, where he would be getting beat up, tied up, slapped around by big Western women, white women.
Oh my God.
One of the pornos that he stars in featured him having a relationship with a Dutch woman, where they actually go to like this theme park that's Dutch themed. So it is like beyond the bounds of bad taste, beyond the bounds of exploitation. Like, he enjoys the fact that he is like this disgusting celebrity for this crime.
Family.
Yes. Yeah, that's what all the people, the talking heads in these documentaries, the cops, and there's a really amazing, a professor that they talk to from Cambridge, who's like, all of his books are immoral garbage.
So does the judge who in France, does he get talk shit on? Who was like, he's just crazy, let's send him away?
It doesn't seem like it. No, none of those things really seem to be connected in any way.
Like, if he had been brought to trial in France, then maybe.
But basically,
I'm not fucking blaming French people, just that one judge where it's like, you got to let other people decide if he's crazy or not.
maybe it was his theory and there wasn't enough like psychological evidence to argue it.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I think that was the beginning of the breakdown. Also, if his dad had enough money, and this is again, just a theory of mine I'm making up on the spot, he might have just paid that judge off and he's just like, yeah, it's
That, or he would have gotten, if it had gone to trial, he would have had a fucking great attorney and would have gotten him off anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I mean, the whole thing is so insane and disgusting because he did it. He said he did it. The evidence proves he did it. He took this life and then defiled it the worst way he possibly could. And then just kind of nothing happened.
Yeah.
So in these documentaries, he's telling people about him. He loves talking about himself. You can tell, laughing. And he says, he claims that he has no desire to murder anyone, but he still wants to eat a woman. So it's not the murder he tries to rationalize.
Okay.
But it's just the eating of the flesh. And he also, he has romanticized and rationalized this idea, that whole theory of if I just eat someone, I will be whole and all that stuff is basically kind of his like calling card of like, here's why I did it. And it's almost poetic how I needed this because I'm so small and ugly. Poor me.
Yeah. When it's like, okay, go on.
In 2009, he gave an interview in Vice. So Vice did a whole story about him, which I didn't watch because after the second documentary I watched, I was like, I've had it with this guy.
Yeah.
But Steven told me a super hilarious part. Do you want to tell everybody that part?
Okay. So yeah, when I was reading or looking at this interview, the part that really stuck out to me was the interviewer at some point, I think like a third of the way through, he said, I'm just going to plot ahead with these questions so I can get the fuck out of here.
That's how creepy this guy is.
Oh my God.
And at the beginning of the Excuse Me for Living documentary, it's really beautifully and amazingly shot. He's getting a haircut, but he's just staring into the camera as someone cuts his hair. And I swear to God, he doesn't blink for like 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
It's really, really fucking unnerving and very strange.
I don't want to watch it. I want to see a photo.
Yeah, you have to look at it. But when Steven sent me that text, I was just like, holy shit. Like he must be so much even more up his own ass after, because he's still alive.
Yes.
He's still free. Both his parents died.
He's fucking famous.
Yes. He doesn't have any money. Like he had to pay off his parents' debts, and he was like living in whatever state-run housing for a while or whatever. But basically he's living free and he's kind of doing whatever he wants, and people are still talking to him about his crime. Even to this day. Oh, also in that, Vice interview, I read a thing where he said, he would love to be killed by a beautiful woman, or he would love to drown in female saliva.
Ew.
And that, my friend, is Japanese cannibal Issei Sagawa.
What the fucking fuck?
Isn't that nuts?
Yes.
There's lots of things you can watch with that guy in it talking about himself.
I just want to see a photo of him, but I don't want to watch anything.
Okay.
Is that
We'll
fair?
get you a photo. I'll email you a photo later
I
tonight.
would love that.
Okay, perfect.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I need a fucking hooray Silkwood shower after this episode.
How about we fucking hooray ourselves out of all those bad vibes right now?
Let's do it.
Okay. This is something that I found a guy that I follow on Twitter named Adam Juskowicz. Juskowicz, yeah. He tweeted this this afternoon, and I can't stop watching it. So apparently on the Lakers, I'm about to talk about basketball, which I know nothing about. Get ready.
Okay.
We're going into a totally new territory.
I'm ready. I'm scared. I'm here with you.
Stay with me.
Let's do it.
Apparently the Los Angeles Lakers.
Heard of them.
That's a team here in our city.
Heard of it.
There is a guy who last night played in the game of basketball.
Okay.
He spent 10 years in something called the G League.
Okay.
So he basically was like a farm team, is what I'm assuming, for basketball. Spent 10 years playing in it, and last night played his first. They brought him up to the big leagues, and he played his first game as a Los Angeles Laker against Houston. He scored fucking 19 points. People were chanting MVP. He just keeps hitting threes.
Amazing.
You have to see. There is.
I'm assuming those are all good things. I don't know.
Yes, it's the best.
Amazing.
There's a 1 minute video that I retweeted onto my Twitter that I started watching and I couldn't stop crying. And this is what I love. Adam Joskowicz, who tweeted originally, wrote, "Even if you don't enjoy basketball, this is pretty lovely. Dude fought for a decade for this moment. And when it finally happened, it was perfect. He's also a volunteer tutor to kids and seems like a genuinely good person." And in this video, his teammates are up off the bench fucking screaming. It is like one of the most inspirational, beautiful things I've ever seen. And as someone who I've lived in Los Angeles for 24 fucking years. I have tried to do things and given up about 4 different times.
Oh, yeah.
And to see a thing like that, where this is a guy that just plugged along and then walked out on the court and nailed it. And he's in his 30s, I think. So, which is, for NBA player, not young. Just fucking incredible. Like, if you get a chance, even if you don't give a shit about sports, look it up. You will fucking love this story.
Okay.
It's the best.
I love it.
It made me so happy.
You're crying right now.
I did a light
so
cry.
Sweet.
I just fucking really relate. His name, again, Andre Ingram. And congratulations, LA Laker Andre Ingram, because the world fucking loves you right now.
Suddenly we care about fucking basketball.
They made us care.
I too want to shout out 2 Instagrams that are making me happy, or like social media things. One is this, I follow this fucking body positive model, on Instagram named, Allie Tate, who posts these photos of herself that are she's what one would call a plus size model, which means she looks like a normal woman.
Right.
And she posts photos of herself in beautiful clothing. She posts photos of herself in bathing suits, and she has my body. She has a normal woman's body, and she's so positive about it. She posts these photos where she's naked and bending over, and there's rolls, and it's just made me look at my own body and be like, that just because you have those things doesn't mean it's unattractive. And it's been really wonderful, and she seems really sweet. So that's Allie Tate. The other one that's not body positive, but it's been making me fucking crack up, and I think it's brand new. It's called Honest Couple. And
oh, yes, that's Jake Wiseman.
Jake Wiseman created this fucking Instagram account.
It's so funny.
Where he takes fucking like stock photos of couples that just look like the most annoying couples you've ever seen in your life, and posts the honest caption of what one of them is really thinking. And I just cannot get enough of it, and I love it so much. So I think it needs to be a thing.
Yeah, it's so hilarious. It's like 2 people, it looks like they're on a hike and they're taking a selfie of themselves. They're both smiling,
it's
and
gorgeous,
hugging.
like stock photo.
And then underneath it says he hasn't made her come in 2 years.
Right. Or it'll say he made me cry 3 minutes after this photo was taken.
Yeah.
It's just like, or her friends are the least funny people I've ever met in my life. Like, it's just this. He was like, I'm sick of these photos of like perfect couples, and then you find out they broke up a week later.
Of
so here's what's really fucking happening.
It's so hilarious.
It's the best.
He's so funny, and also watch Corporate on Comedy Central because he's one of the stars of
That's right. Yeah.
And a great stand-up comic.
He is really funny. Oh, Matt Engelbertson too, of course. Matt, calm down.
Matt, you're tall.
You're tall. You've got
shut
it.
up.
Thanks for listening, you guys.
God, was this a 3 fucking hour episode? That was nuts.
It feels like it. It was a 3-can fucking sparkling wine episode. That's how you know.
George just threw half a 6-pack of wine and feeling fine.
Feeling myself.
Feeling fine. Sink it, Georgia. Sink it. That's a basketball cheer.
Oh.
It's all full fucking circle.
It comes back to fucking cheerleading.
We always bring it back around for you, the listener. We love you. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, Elvis. I think he said it.
He's right there.
Elvis, you want a cookie? Good boy.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Issei, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Issei on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.
Vacation planning should feel like a breeze, not a deep dive into countless travel sites searching for the best deal.
With Cheap Caribbean's Budget Beach Finder, you can search every destination and every date all in one search.
You'll save time and money with the Budget Beach Finder.
Say goodbye to endless scrolling and tab hopping, and hello to budget beach bliss at your fingertips.
Go to cheapcaribbean.com to try out the Budget Beach Finder and see just how stress-free vacation planning should be.
Goodbye.